here and welcome to this, the first of my build videos of my Tamiya QuirkHopper on the GF02 chassis. As you can see, step one, as is quite often, is charging your battery. Done that. Step two is building up the differentials, and I've already done one, and I will quickly go through a dry fit because you do have to grease these up and it gets a bit messy. So we've got an MA9 9mm shim that goes in there. Then we've got a crown gear, as I call it, that goes in there. We've then got 3 planetary gears that go on. And 3, which then slot in. Then we've got another crown gear, and then lastly another 9mm shim, and then the case, or the lid of the case, goes on, and there's some cutouts to line up and go like that. And then we've got 3 10mm M3 self tappers. So I'll get on and finish that and we can jump on to step 3. Okay, so here we have both discs or even diffs made up, and we can move on to step 3. Now then, step 3, we've got to put these 2 1150 bearings in. It comes with the kit with plastic ones, but I've gone for the upgrade, and I've got to be honest, these 2 are really tight, so be warned. There's a note here to cut these little bits off here. I don't know if you can see. So I've done one, and we just, let's do it from that end. There we go. And then I just use a scalpel to try and tidy it up because you can't get right into it. And that'll do. And there we have the hole cut out. And then we put these in this side, or even this way round, ready to continue. Okay, so step 4 is just installing the plastic bearings, or in my case the ball bearings, into the idler gear, which there's 4 of, and then the other 3 sets of counter gears, and it's quite easy. You just slot in like so, and they are various degrees of not very tight. And just to show you, that's used 20 of the ball bearing kits I've got. So that's that, and we just need to get the stuff ready for step 5. Okay, so step 5 seems to be in 2 parts. We've got the first part, which is all the counter gears, and the second half, which is the 4 idler gears and a further 2 counter gears. So we've got 5 by 30mm tubes and 5 by 50mm solid bars. It doesn't want to go in. Whoops! Have I missed the hole? Yes, I think I might have done. think it must be that hole. Yep, that hole, but definitely getting too old for this. And then the shorter counter gear goes on like so. And then we can move on to these 4 counter gears. Width. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Oops, where's my other one gone? There it is. And these 2 down here, I think, I am assuming. So they're going like that. And then there we have diff, idler gears, counter gear, idler, diff. Just 1 or 2. So I think the next step might well be joining t'other half to it. So I'm gonna go away. Okay, steps 6 and 7 are preparing the second half of the chassis gearbox thing and screwing it together with 10 self-tappers. Now, just to show you how hard these are to get in. Oh. There we go. So I don't really know why these ones are so tight, yet the ones on the diff or the gears are quite loose. But yes, I've had to take them out on here and retry. There we go. Oh, that one went in a bit easier. And then, God. Oh no, Tony. We have to try and line it all up and get it in place, which is easier done than said. So, as you can see, we've got lots of screws, so I'll get cracking. I'll just try and line one up. I think that's one. And we'll go around and do all the others and join you shortly. Step 8 is attaching the pinion gear to the motor, and the first thing we've got to do is put this heat guard, dust guard on the actual motor, line it up with the holes, push it down, and then we can pop the pinion gear on and start to tighten it up. And then there's a note here to say it's got to be 14 millimeters. I think I've tightened it too tight. Somewhere around about there. Yep, that'll do. And if we can tighten it up. Right, so according to the manual, it's an 18 tooth pinion gear. So we need to get, in step 9, 2 great big long screws. And there's a note here, so So we've got that one there for 18 and that one there, and we can either have 17 or 20 as well. So I knew that would happen. Right, so oh dear. So the motor goes in there, and I'll do it all off camera because I'm having no joy in front of the camera. The second part of step 9 is installing C7, which is possibly the bumper mount. So it just goes on there with these 4 10mm screws. So we'll crack on and move to step 10, which I will show you in a bit more detail because I've not seen this before. But anyway, wait right there. Step 10 is installing this aluminium glass tape. For some reason, never seen this before on a Tamiya kit, and it goes over this slot in the top. Sort of like that. And then we've got this part C8, which looks like goes like that with a 12mm screw. Like that. So there we go. Now I've just noticed that step 11 is the start of parts bag B, so I think I'm going to leave it there for this video, and say I hope you've enjoyed watching. It hasn't been as difficult as I thought it was going to be, and look forward to seeing you for parts bag B. Thanks for watching. Bye.